Ever since I was a child, I have been very interested in how people interact with and perceive artwork differently. After educating myself on this topic throughout my life, and especially my time at Quinnipiac, I've learned that there are substantial and surprising effects that artwork has on its viewers. Believe it or not, studies have shown that environments with more artistic and creative expression cultivate a much better mental and physical health for the people living in them. Cities with a higher density of public art have reported less hospital visits per capita, less heart-related issues, and less mental illness. For example, artworks like this brighten up your daily commute and give you something your eyes can linger on and enjoy. Without art in public spaces, our cities and suburbs would be monotonous, stale, and repetitive. Cloudgate, for example, by Anish Kapoor, better known as the Bean in Chicago, has even been labeled a historical monument. Connection between art, healing, and public health by Heather L. Stuckey and Jeremy Noble assessed creative expression as a process of healing to promote wellness. They found that in all four areas they examined, there were clear indications that artistic engagement has significant positive effects on health. If artistic expression can improve daily wellness and happiness, just imagine the potential it can have in a hospital or another place of healing like a therapist's office. Many hospitals are aware of this and capitalize on the fact that artwork has shown to reduce the average hospital visit by nearly 20%, but not all artwork is created equally. Artworks that depict nature have been found to have the greatest healing capabilities for patients in hospitals. This may be due to the colors involved or a reminder of the beauty of life. It is said to have a similar effect to a hospital room with a window. So if your hospital room does not have a window, it should be equipped with a natural painting. On the other hand, artworks like this, that don't clearly depict anything specific, are generally not as pleasing to look at and will be the least capable healing pieces of work in a hospital. This could be due to either the colors involved or maybe the vagueness may incite negative thoughts in people's heads. How do patients actually experience and use art in hospitals by Stein L. Nielsen had 5 hospitals rank 20 paintings based on their experience with them. The results were resounding biases towards natural works that include nature, sunsets, animals, and people. Bold abstract artworks like the one in the previous slide were rated the lowest. Giving hospital patients a creative outlet, like drawing, writing, or dancing, also had a significantly positive response. The patients that were selected to undergo art therapy reacted very positively to the treatment, and the wellness it brought them carried throughout the rest of their hospital stay, and made difficult treatments more tolerable. Humans are creative beings, so when learning in a classroom, most people would prefer a bright and engaging learning environment. Picture a kindergarten classroom, most people's first impression of school. I would bet your depiction is filled to the brim with colors and posters all around the room. This is purposeful because it keeps kids more engaged and happier to learn. As someone who draws and paints as often as possible, I can guarantee that the positive effects of a creative process is very therapeutic. I turn to painting when I'm down, and it helps me develop my thoughts and feelings. There is also an indescribable quality about creating something from your own imagination that keeps me coming back. According to multiple published studies, it is clear that any form of creativity has a meaningfully positive effect on our brains. After acknowledging this, we should do our best to support our artistic programs in schools and communities, and campaign for public art to be more abundant. There are clear short-term and long-term benefits with very little risk. Many studies have proven that hospitals that have art in each room, compared to a room with no art and no windows, have their patients stay an average of 15 to 20% quicker. This is a substantial difference, and can be the difference between a 5-day visit and a 4-day visit. This would save the hospital on bed space and the patients a lot of money. It can be seen in many forms. Visual, kinesthetic, and auditory are some of the most popular forms. Some people would even consider cooking to be an expression of art. If you've ever stayed at a hospital, you'd know that they often serve dull meals. Food is an instant source of happiness for so many individuals, and if hospitals served fun and inspiring meals, patients would love it. Happiness is the best medicine. Repetitive and dull foods do not incite any happiness in anyone, and food is just one part of the problem. If hospitals made more of an effort to be more colorful, creative, and inspiring, their patients would appreciate it, and studies show that they will become healthier quicker. Why art therapy is so effective. It gives individuals a safe space to express what they need to. Currently, most hospitals do an abysmal job at creating an inspiring space for patients to express themselves. Hospitals should be focused on keeping their patients happy and healthy, not just healthy. It's been shown that happier people heal quicker and more effectively. Many reasons why artistic expression is so beneficial. It helps people understand their emotions, cope with stress, and it boosts their self-esteem, to name a few. Most hospital patients are clouded with stress and anxiety about their treatment, and although art therapy does not serve the same purpose as actual medical treatment, it keeps the patients happier, which results in more successful treatments. There is no clear reason why hospitals don't do a better job with maintaining their patients' mental health. It could be due to a lack of resources or knowledge on the topic. I genuinely believe that every hospital should be equipped with the supplies to keep their patients' minds just as happy as they keep their bodies. These resources would involve hiring licensed art therapists and chefs to cook better food and give patients a resource for art therapy. More resources would include decorating the rooms and walls with more art, adding more colors to the environment, possibly adding more and especially embracing the inspiring quality of nature. If we start educating people on the significance expression has on your well-being, it will be celebrated publicly on a greater scale. The praise would trickle down into our crevices of our lives. I would argue more people would hang artworks in their homes, city art budgets would raise, and most importantly, hospitals would adapt more natural artworks into their buildings.